Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today's video, we're going to be getting into the Voyage of Wonder within the Legendary Epic Adventures. And this one, of course, revolves around the Awakened version of Ezizh. Now, if you're unfamiliar, the Awakened version of Ezizh did happen a couple years ago. No one knew any different, but the hero was not worth anything and still remains really not worth anything. But the loot in here, at least, is pretty decent. You get 2,000 of your diamonds. You do get 10 of those time emblems. A couple other chests out of here to build some heroes, including epic chests, which is the reason why I want to make sure that we do get through this one. And of course, I believe you still have to have at least one single copy of the heroes, even the Awakened version of Ezizh, that no one wants to build, which is kind of weird, but overall a hero that no one wants to build. We're going to go here. It's going to yawn. We're going to go home. This, of course, is going to take us to essentially this first island. Now, within the first camp, I believe you have to fight 2 or 3 of these camps. Let's go ahead, hop in here. I want to fight these. There's no escape. So they did give us a relic in there. So I believe, again, if I remember correctly, that you go in here and look, this is the team we're running. We have the Awakened version of Ezizh, which unfortunately we can't take out. I know a lot of players are going to be not too happy about that one, but that's okay. We will still get through here. Let's throw in some of our support heroes in here. We'll make sure that we can make this pretty easy. And I also believe that if you die in this, and we probably will, that it just goes back. You get to reset it. So I'll just pop whoever in here. But overall, you can see the Awakened version of Ezizh does come out very early within here. And I believe, again, you have to fight, I think, 2 of these camps. Then you realize, like, the Endless Nightmare is not going to subside, because I believe when we kill a camp, it brings more camps back, essentially fighting through these. Let me see if I remember this. I am drawing this really from memory. And I believe, again, there's a couple different islands. There's a couple different places you have to go through. And I thought that once you beat these camps, they come back, if I remember right. So going through here, there's a reward. And there we go. Let's fight one of these bigger camps. Let's see what happens out here if we take out one of these bigger camps. If we can take out one of these bigger camps, it's actually pretty wild. Now, of course, I don't know, like, the power level or the power creep in here, because we know the Awakened version of Athalia is broken within a lot of different game modes, including this one. And we have the cheat death from Alna in there. Again, I don't know if you're meant to win, but it looks like this is going to be a combination that we're not going to be able to win. So I'm assuming that we're going to need some help in here, or we're just going to run out of time, which would be kind of funny, because right now, guys, the support heroes are strong enough to keep us alive, even through game modes that I believe were meant to die. Again, I feel like I'm going to turn off the auto on this and see if we can actually die in here, because I don't want to go through all the alt animations. But there we go. So Sophia goes down. We got our first loss. And there we go. A couple more targets in there go down, giving us the ability. And there we go. A dream. What an awful dream. So we wake up once we go through there and lose. Return to your countryside home. Make sure in here, and I believe there's a couple camps. Yeah, look at the camps. Look at the treasures. Let's go ahead and take these out. And I believe, again, we're stuck with the Awakened version of Ezizh in here. That's okay, guys. I think Athalia is going to take out all of these pretty quick. We'll turn on the auto so we can get this and go through it a lot easier. Yeah, it's kind of silly that we do have to run the Awakened version of Ezizh. And I know a lot of players have also said that going through here, if you're a newer player, if let's say you just randomly got one copy of the Awakened version of Ezizh, that it's very, very tough to get through these epic adventures. That a lot of players, again, it might be level, it might be just having heroes built itself, but a lot of players have stressed that these are very hard to get through. And I want to go ahead, again, running through here. We do get some relics out of here, so it's been pretty nice, because it's been a while since we've gotten any relics at all. But you can see a lot of camps, a lot of chests. So this picks up about half of the gold chest that we already have in here, which, again, making it pretty easy. So that first island, like I said, we do have to go ahead and we do have to have the defeat in there to wake up from the nightmare itself. We'll grab a relic chest. And it's funny, because even going through here and not running the Dismal Maze anymore, I don't see the relics. I very rarely see any of the relics anymore, because, of course, that game mode we really don't run anymore, because it kind of, you can auto-complete it once you go through there a certain amount of time. So again, we don't see relics all too often, which is kind of crazy, because we've seen them for so many days, for a plethora of years. So every one of these is behind. So all of these chests are behind a camp. That's kind of a pain just to run through here. But like I said, if this is the first time you're doing the voyage, it is a pretty cool voyage. This was the second awakened hero. So we did get the awakened version of Taylene, which of course was the first awakened hero that we seen, followed by the awakened version of Ezizh. Me personally, I went and I built out the awakened version of Ezizh completely. We maxed him out, just found he had almost zero use within AFK Arena. Such a cool build. If they would have made him a lot more viable in some game modes, gave him, you know, a little bit more things to do. I'd say probably a couple more things to do. Let's go ahead and talk to the villagers. There we go. First village disappears. Old country home. Just like they wanted us, we go back to sleep. Back to the dream realm again. So again, I believe this one we have to move some of these cannons. If I remember correctly, we're trying to get to this tent up here. Let's hop over. Let's take this one out, because I believe this is how we have to go through a couple different places. So we'll move this around a little bit. And I think if we stand in the way of the cannon itself, they auto fire. Again, if I remember correctly, I believe they do auto fire if we go in here and we do not do this correctly. So if we go in front of this cannon, again, I believe it auto fires, takes us back. Yeah, takes us back to the beginning. So let's move up here a little bit. That blocks this cannon. Boom. We took out the cannon. I believe this one again, we move up, and this is going to move the cannon around a few different places, because I believe we move it to the side and then we have to move it all the way up here. But we do have to make sure that we path around, we take around this camp, and it's going to take out the cannon when we do slide this to the top, making it very easy to get back. And this is kind of the second part of the nightmare. And again, if I remember, I don't think this one is very long. I think it was a pretty quick nightmare in here. There we go. Camp goes down. Let's get some spider thread gloves. One chest. We'll pull this one up. Boom. And I believe now when we go through, it's going to rebound, taking out the cannon and taking us back to the old country home. We'll be safe. Look at it. We are surrounded by cannons. We just got blasted all the way home. It did remove some of the places here, so it opened up a little bit. Again, I think this was part where we had to fight. I think there's one more island. So here's the cabin. Nobody will find us here. So this one again, I believe was going around. I've been hiding out of here. What do you want, money? And I believe these turn to camps. If I remember, they do. You take out some of the villagers. You don't have an option to take them out. And of course, everyone thinks you're horrible for taking out the camps or the villagers. And I think this is where a lot of the evilness comes from within here. Now we do have a cannon here, which again, I believe we have to fire this cannon and then go like in a circle to fire cannons. So essentially we're the bad guys in this one. We're taking out a lot of this area, taking out a lot of these cannons. There we go. So let's fire this cannon. Boom. There we go. It burned right through. Gave us access to a chest over here. I believe we can't walk here, so we got to take out another traveler's tent. So travelers not having a good day, guys. We are taking out one by one these little traveler camps. Just by design, we have to take these out again, kind of one by one. Let's go ahead and fire this one. Boom, there we go. Up to, I believe, this top traveler tent. Yeah, and I see our chest right over on the left side. I'm not sure what's in it. I don't think that's the final one, but we do have a chest to actually pick up over there. Again, we're just murdering travelers, which is not always the best look for AFK Arena. But again, I know some of these were pretty dark. Some of these voyages we were pretty dark years ago. There we go. So let's go ahead and fire this cannon. Boom, it gives us access to this chest. I think that's where we might wake up, which we do. There we go. So you also notice that there we go. There's Ezizh. And a lot of this, defeat the enemies. He said, yes, kill. I think we kill a couple more of these camps. And again, I don't remember there being this many camps in this mode. There we go. First one goes down pretty easy. Got another relic in there. Oh, Deadly Embrace. That is the insta-kill. That is the Grim Reaper will show up. And I believe when they get to 25 or 35% HP, you'll actually see the Grim Reaper showing up pretty quick here. Maybe it's not showing up. Maybe there's too much going on. All right, so let's rain down some arrows. Cassie's cabin is right there, which of course brings us a big camp. We're just going to leave Ezizh in here. He's going to be the front runner. All of our relics gave us 276 billion. There's the arrows that pop up. They're crowd controlled. Very easy to get through there. There we go. Think you can escape. It will be mine. Boom. There is the last chest. And again, I think you can go in some of these, but I don't think you have to. So we have 2 of 2. We have 11 of 11. Yeah, that's it. So let's go in. Again, I don't think you have to do any of these. I think it literally just takes you back to if you miss something. Yeah, see, there's nothing else in here. That's exactly what I thought. Takes us back to the first few dream realms that we went through. But guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.